Can you give us a quick summary of the game so far because it started early?
Uh, your Belen Wolverines are losing 6-0 to the Key West Buccaneers. There was just a flag on the play, and your Wolverines seem to be at the at the
28-yard line.
28-yard line.
So we've seen so far that Belen has done a better job moving the ball, especially in this first half. Last week, they really struggled. Not last week, sorry, last game that we were here, they really struggled to move the ball in the first half. So now it feels like they're doing much better on offense. What do you think?
Yeah, I completely agree with you. They've been moving up the chains from all the way from the 40-yard line because Key West did an onside kick, and now they look to be ball on the 12-yard line, so they're almost in the goal line.
The way that Key West got their touchdown is from around, I think, a 45-yard touchdown.
Was it the first play of the
run.
game?
That was the first play of the game, excluding the kickoff.
That's crazy because last game we commented. Fumble.
And it's a fumble,
Recovered.
but Jake Cueto, number 2, recovered it. We're going to see a lot of him today with Danny Garcia and Jose Batista both out.
Also, yeah. So, first play of the game, the Key West Buccaneers, they scored, and that's pretty crazy because the last game we commentated, the Somerset Panthers, they scored on the first drive of the game too.
Yeah, but then they really got to get their act together, and it's really been the running plays that's been killing them. They've struggled to tackle, and also there is a backup quarterback in since Batista, the normal quarterback, is injured. On this play, he's going to throw it to the end zone.
It's caught.
Oh, it's caught!
By number 13, Ernie Diaz.
It was
tight end.
It was bobbled by Ernie Diaz, hit by the cornerback, and he got it for the touchdown.
Ale Cordero, first touchdown of his
That's very promising signs
career.
from Belen. We saw last game that their passing offense would struggle a ton, and this play though, a great throw by Ale Cordero.
Your Belen Wolverine seems to be going for a 2-point conversion. Let's see what they can come up here.
Cordero under center, Arieta in motion. They give it to him, and he's taken from behind.
Oh,
and he's down to
he gets blown up behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's a good job rallying by Key West.
6-6 Belen Wolverines versus Key West Buccaneers. Let's see what your Belen Wolverines can do on this kickoff.
Great drive there, don't you think, Noah?
Yeah, that was a great drive. Ale Cordero throwing the pass to Ernie Diaz for the Belen Wolverines touchdown. On kickoff, we have number
22.
22.
Nicolas Avino.
Let's see if they can do kickoff or another.
They're gonna do a squib kick. Something that we did not see
there
last
goes Luke
game.
Leon.
And he's running, he's breaking
Your Belen
free,
Wolverines
and they cannot
tackle.
take him down, and he's gonna take it all the way for a touchdown. But there's
two flags on the play.
Yeah. Hopefully it's a block in the back, because he looked like he was gone, and he was.
Wow, your Belen Wolverines cannot wrap on that play. Just ran straight through all those tackles.
That must be difficult, though, because that's a massive player compared to these Belen players. That guy has a good 5-6 inches on them.
Yeah. and it looks to be a touchdown.
Yeah, that's a killer for Belen. You know, we saw their offense be able to click, and I was about to ask you, what do you think is going to be the keys for Belen to win the game?
Key for Belen to win the game. Maybe hand it off to Jay Cueto. Since some of their players are injured, like Danny Garcia, they cannot look for a long pass. Maybe a little slants or like a go pass. But I think we'll be seeing a lot of running from the Belen Wolverines. Key West looks to be going for the 2-point conversion, and they get stopped.
Yeah, I don't know about you, Noah, but I think that it's really gonna be on, can Belen stop the big guy? You know, he was a guy that got both the touchdowns. Of course, you didn't see one of them. People are watching, but he just kind of looked unstoppable there. So Belen's
Very.
really gonna have to be able to tackle, and that was why they lost last game. They weren't able to tackle. We'll be back with you in a couple minutes. And we are back. Belen will get the ball soon. So, Noah, what do you think is going to be the offensive focus this possession?
The offensive focus for your Belen Wolverines has got to be short little passes or even runs to Jay Cueto or the QB Ale Cordero, as Key West just did an onside kick recovered by Luke Leon, number 23. Timeout from your Belen Wolverines.
And also, what about Henry Brumfield? We know last week we saw him shine in the second half after Danny Garcia got hurt. He really played a massive role.
Massive role.
So I think he's gonna have to be a big factor for this offense. And like we saw before, Arieta, he was important also. He got that 2-point conversion play.
Yeah, we'll be on the lookout for number 7, Henry Brumfield. Looks to be switching back and forth from offense and defense. But let's see if he could be a game changer in this game like he was in versus the Somerset Panthers.
So it looks like it was not a timeout and just a change of a quarter since they're flipping sides. So that'll be that.
Yeah, Belen Wolverines get the ball on the
47. They are in minus territory, so let's see what they can do. 1st and 10. It's
looks like number 9 from Key West is back on the field. Looks to be switching on back and forth.
Cueto gets a handoff. It's a double reverse, but a good tackle by Somerset.
A gain of 2. Wolverines on Key West 49.
Yeah, we've seen that. I think that play 3-4 times today, and they just really want to get Jay Cueto the ball. He's really the star on this offense, especially without Henry Brumfield, who, as I say that, he gets on the field.
Yeah. Let's see what position Henry Brumfield can
line up as.
Yes.
Looks like he is going to be as a running back with Chase. He's going to get the ball as a running back. He's going to go out to the outside.
Down the sideline.
And down to around the 45-yard line. That's a solid run from Henry. And we'll get a short 3rd down. And that's exactly where you want to be for Belen.
Great run by Henry Brumfield. Let's see if he could be a game changer for your Belen offense.
And then who do you think will have the most importance on um, this Belen team? Other than Jake Whittle, because we know he's gonna be a massive factor.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to see because we've seen Nico Arrieta, Alec Cordero, and now Henry Brumfield. So, there again, Henry gets the football and he gets tackled before the line of scrimmage.
Take it down. It's a loss of 3. Great tackle from Somerset, and now let's see if Belen goes for the 4th down. It's going to be 4th and 5, so it's manageable, but they're probably going to have to throw it, which hasn't been Belen's strong suit so far, but they did get that touchdown to Ernie with that.
There goes Alec Cordero on the field. I guess we'll have to see him for a pass play like Seva just said. Let's see what your Belen Wolverines can do here. Maybe get a 1st down would be amazing.
They are under center.
And they throw the
They'll
ball.
give it to Cueto. Cueto bounces outside. Cueto
And he gets-
stops short, though. And it's a loss of 2. And now Key West will have the ball. And I'm not sure about you, Noah, but I feel like I was expecting a bit more from that play because
Yeah.
they've run that a lot of times. It's become
Yeah.
a bit predictable.
So, yeah, that was not the best play calling from Coach Appa. Maybe should have thrown the football there. The running game has not been working. Maybe throw, since we just saw Ernie Diaz catch a touchdown by a throw from Alec Cordero. When Alec Cordero went onto the field, I was assuming that it would be for a passing play, but it was just to hand it off to Jake Cueto.
Somerset lying in the shotgun. It's going to be an option. He's going to pitch it out to the right, the far hand side. And he's breaking a tackle. He's bursting 3 down the sideline, and he's going to score a touchdown. And Somerset gets a bigger lead. And that's a killer for Belen. First play on the drive.
That's pretty crazy. First play of the drive, the Key West Buccaneers, they just ran it up middle, hitched to the outside, and they scored a touchdown.
Key West has had the ball for 2 plays, not including 2-point conversions. They've both been touchdowns, and they had the kickoff return. So that's not really promising for Belen, as they're going to line up a shotgun, Will Key West. It's going to be a fake. He's going to throw it outside, and it's caught, and he's going to walk in for the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, number 9 just walked that in there. Couldn't really seem to tackle him there. That's gonna definitely be a major key player for the Key West Buccaneers.
Yeah, that's just really infuriating because he just looked at him and he realized he had no chance. He couldn't tackle him. So let's see what Belen can do in this next offensive possession. We'll be back with you in a minute. Welcome back to Belen versus Key West, middle school football. It is 20-6 that they're going to go onside kick Key West, and they will recover it.
Looks to be recovered from the Key West Buccaneers.
But but it will not be Key West ball because it did not go 10 yards. Oh, but they're giving them the football, which is interesting.
Key West football. Onside kick recovered. Actually, no.
No, it's Belen football.
Belen football. Football.
My mistake. As going on the field, you have people like Jake Cueto, but we don't see Henry Brumfield who we've seen he's been on the field 3 times and he's gotten the ball every single time. So he's been an important player for Belen. They really want to give him the ball.
Belen Wolverines lining up at the 49 line.
He's
Ale
gonna throw
Cordero throws
to Cueto, but it's an interception.
interception.
A little bit of miscommunication as it's a return, and he gets taken down at the 48-yard line. And Belen players look really upset by that, as you gotta think that looked like a misthrow or miscommunication, and that I don't think that would happen with Batista, the starting quarterback. That's really rough for Belen. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that was just terrible play calling and just terrible communication with the offense. Ale Cordero just straight up threw it in the air. Jake Wetha was on the outside and he threw it towards the inside. Wasn't even.
Yeah, he didn't give him a chance.
It was really easy for Key West to pick that off.
And now Key West lining up in the shot in the gun formation. And he will give it to his running back, but he stopped quickly
by number
Henry
7.
Brumfield, and it's going to be a loss of 5 down to their own 46. Massive play from Belen.
Fantastic job from Henry Brumfield. If they keep on doing that, they can get the ball back and little kick drives from Coach Appa, and we could probably get back into this game. Your Belen.
Yeah, that's really important. I think that's a confidence booster for Belen. They haven't been able to get a tackle so far in the game, which it's not really a good thing to happen. So,
but that was also the only drive that they haven't given it off to number 9.
True.
And look at that, number 9 goes back on the field. Looks to be getting the ball right here.
Yeah, he lines up right on the side. It's a gun formation again. It's gonna be the same option play that they got the last touchdown, and he's gonna be taken out by number 53, Dylan Presley, at around the 43-yard line.
Look to step on the bounce there. Little push outside.
Oh. Looks like he's down at the 44, actually.
So, Key West Buccaneers have the ball on the 39-yard line.
They will line up in the gun formation. And he'll throw it downfield. And it is picked off. And it's taken back, and he's going to go jump on the floor. That is
number 42,
Alfredo Lugo. That's an interesting play, just jumping on the floor.
Yeah.
This isn't.
He could have ran that back.
Yeah, this isn't two-hand touch football. This is tackle. That is. And you saw the coaches get really mad at that. Like, there was no reason for him to get down. He had at least 10 yards of open space. And Belen, every yard matters. And that'll be big. And that might come back to haunt them.
So let's see what your Belen Wolverines can do here on offense. Looks to be number Cordero on snap. Gives it out to...
I think that's Chase?
Chase, number 26. Chase Puya is correct.
Stood up at the line of scrimmage. He'll be lucky to get a yard. And...
So, yeah, as we just previously said, the running game has not been working out, but as we just saw before, the pass just got picked off by Key West.
So, I think that they shouldn't abandon the running game or the pass game, but they shouldn't they've run the same play with Jake Cueto multiple times, and I think they should put more variety in, because it's just the same thing. It's a double reverse. And right there, it's Henry Brumfield. Sorry.
Henry Brumfield. How much gain did he grab there?
I think he got
at least 5 yards.
Yeah, I think 4 or 5 yards there as Belen at the 49. That would be a 5-yard gain. And now they set themselves up for 3rd and 2. This is big. This one matters. Short yards, 3rd downs.
I think we'll see a Jake Cueto hitch outside or a quick slant if your Belen Wolverines can cook up here.
I'm right now looking on the outside.
Oh,
and it looks like
fantastic job from your Belen offense.
It's a
Um,
false start
yeah,
on
on the
Belen.
defense.
No, false start on Belen. So
Oh, I thought
it'll
he
be
jumped. Oh,
looked like the defender jumped, but offense moved first. So it'll be 3rd and 7. And now you gotta think that they're gonna throw it, but maybe since they're probably gonna go for on 4th, if they get 2 or 3 yards right here on a run, that opens down a 4th down play to you.
yeah. So I think we'll see a run here, and then maybe another run for the 4th and short. But if Coach Apple just wants to get the first down already, we could see a passing play from
Now,
Ale Cordero.
why not air it out? You know, you're playing a great team with a very good
And they
offense,
give it to Jake
but they're
Cueto.
gonna run it
Gets yards.
to Cueto,
Gets the
It
maybe a first down.
and it will be a first down. Down at the 49.
Jake, great job from Jake Cueto right there. Just found the gap and just took it.
You know,
Great job.
I think I was wrong because I said that they should change it up from that play, but they did that play and it worked out perfectly for them.
Yeah.
Jake
He
Cueto.
found the gap. He hasn't been in previous plays. Maybe there wasn't enough blocking, but on that play there was good blocking, and Jake Cueto found the gap and he ran.
Yeah, and he bounced it to the outside as we see the two running backs in the formation. It's Henry Brumfield in the backfield. They're gonna give it to him, and he's gonna be stopped short by a lot of tacklers, and that will
1
be
yard behind the line of scrimmage. Looks to be a 2nd and 11.
second 11, second 12,
Timeout.
and looks like it will be a timeout. We'll be back with you in a minute.
Welcome back to this presentation of Belen Wolverines versus Key West. Ball on the 49-yard line for your Belen Wolverines on offense. It is first down, and we have Ale Cordero under snap with Chase Puelles and number 4 Nico Ariella in the backfield.
We've been seeing a lot of him since Danny Garcia's injured the lead back, as they'll give it off to Jake Cueto.
And
Cueto
he
bounces to the outside.
fumbled the ball, but recovered it and get absolutely demolished
It looks like to be a
by the sideline of the Key West.
gain of 3. So they'll set themselves up for a 3rd and 7. That was 2nd and 11. So they're behind sticks. You know, they had to get a lot that play.
I think we'll see a passing play from Ale Cordero here, and what I'm thinking is on the interception play, they kind of threw it long, but
Oh, Cueto goes down the middle, and he gets a gain of it looks like 4. So that will make a 4th down and 3, and a timeout from Belen. Half is coming up. We'll be back with you in a minute. We are back, and it's a 4th and 2.
With
They
Henry
look like
Brumfield as a QB.
He's
Throws it to Jake Cueto.
Oh, Cueto
Oh, it's
catches it.
caught.
Cueto's going down the sideline. And Cueto's
Touchdown.
going to score. A massive play for Belen, 41 yards, a strike downfield from
Henry
Henry
Brumfield, first play as QB. Throw to Jake Cueto. Touchdown. Amazing play from your Belen Wolverines. As I was talking about, your Belen Wolverines should throw the ball more. Like, if the running game just does not work, the passing game could work. It's a 50-50 chance, and they have to take it.
Yeah, that's a well-designed play from Coach Appa, and getting Henry to throw it. You know, they didn't expect it. They thought he would probably run it, since that's what they've seen him do so far. They have him throw it, and he throws a beautiful pass to Cueto, and Cueto outruns the defender. And now, a 2-point conversion for Belen. Under center is Henry Brumfield again. He may be the quarterback from now on.
I think we'll see that.
To Arieta. Arieta trying to get to the goal line, but he's stopped short, about 1 yard short. And now it is 20-12. Belen makes it a 1-score game late in the second quarter.
So as your Belen Wolverines get the ball back, what's going through your mind, Seva?
I think that Belen needs to really focus on that big guy. You know, he's been very difficult to tackle, so they gotta put multiple guys on him and make sure to put pressure on the quarterback, and especially watch out for that option play. Really, they gotta be ready for everything.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll come back to you in a minute.
Welcome back to the game. A 41-yard touchdown to Jake Cueto is the reason.
Oh, he almost had it.
And he almost had it, but it did not matter because it did not travel 10 yards. So it will be Key West football, and that looked like it was about to be Belen football.
Wow, Luke Leone almost had that in his hands. That would have been fantastic for your Belen offense.
Yeah, that would have been good field position, but I'm not sure if they would have gotten it since it was right around the 10-yard barrier. So that would have been interesting.
So, yeah, as your Belen Wolverines come back on defense, who do you think would be a game changer for the defense?
I think we got to look at the Henry Brumfield. You know, he's been making plays on offense, and I think he'll be on defense. He got a tackle for loss, 5 yards, and we saw that earlier in the game. So let's see if he could do anything now. We know the team likes to run it, and they may lean into the running game more since they just threw an interception. As there will be substituting in number 57. Will Belen be? Key West in plus territory at the 49-yard line. They run in the pistol formation. It's going to be a read option. He's going to take it. It's a quarterback, and he tries to truck. And
Great wrap from number 22, Nicholas Savino.
The kicker.
A
good tackle right there. And that was the last play of the first half.
Yeah, that was send us into halftime.
Noah, what do you think has been the biggest things that you've seen so far in this game?
So I'm really enjoying the passing game for your Belen Wolverines, and there was 1 or 2 plays there where Jake Cueto just got the ball and took the gap and just ran straight up the middle. It got a bunch of yards, and I think I think we'll see more passing in the second half of the game,
Definitely.
and maybe Coach Apple could tell his team now at halftime that for Jake Cueto to run the ball, we need blockers, and so I think we'll see that in the second half.
That'll be big. It's been a high-scoring game here in Belen. We'll be back in the second half.
Welcome back to this edition of WBLN Live featuring me, No Perez, and Seba.
Sebastian Fernandez.
So, Seba, as your Belen Wolverines get the ball back in the second quarter, what seems to be a key for their offense here?
I think the key factor is going to be whether to see if we see Henry Brumfield remain as quarterback, because we saw him for the last two plays on offense, and let's see if he continues or it will be the guy who's playing the whole time. And Henry looks like he's going off the field, and the quarterback will be Alejandro Cordero like normal, and looks like that was just a short stint. But other than that, I think a big factor for this game for Belen is going to be how are they going to scheme their defense, especially against the big guy, number 9. We see him also on safety on offense. You don't want to go near him. So it looks like I think a lot of plays are going to be on the opposite side to him. As they're going to run it.
There
breaks
goes
a tackle.
Nico Arrieta.
Nico Arrieta breaks 2 tackles and is down to the 44.
Took the gap and just went right ahead. Great job by Nico Arrieta right there. So, Seba, do you think we'll see Henry Brumfield back at QB?
I wouldn't be surprised if Alejandro Cordero struggles early on. I think we'll see Henry Brumfield come in, maybe like let's say in the different change of quarters. I think I wouldn't be surprised if we see Brumfield as quarterback.
There goes Henry, has the ball outside and gets the first down. Great job by Henry Brumfield there.
Yeah, good job for Henry going on the outside, using his blocks, leading his way, and getting a nice gain of 5, getting the first down. That's big. They need to move the chains down to the 37. Belen's offense is moving. If you just joined us, it's 20-12. Key West is winning. Start of the third quarter, but Belen has the football and they're moving it. Brumfield and Chase, it looks like, will be in the backfield.
Henry
hands
it off to Jake and gets blown up at the line of scrimmage. So, if you were the coach of this Belen team, what would you tell Jake Weto so he can get more yards?
I think you got to stay locked in. He's the biggest guy in the game. We've seen him get frustrated, especially after that interception. He got to stay in this game. He cannot leave this team, and because he's the main player. Him and Henry Brumfield, they got to make sure that they stay on point, especially since Henry plays both sides of the football.
Yeah, when Jake went into that pocket, he's gone. You can't stop him. So hopefully we can see that from Jake right now if he gets the ball on this play.
As they will give it out to
Nico
Arrieta.
Up the gap and gets a few yards.
Yeah, that's a good play. We've seen Arrieta get the ball multiple times now. He's been able to do some things. I like the attack by Belen. We said throwing the ball, but the running game, try it out, and it's been working. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly. So it looks to be a 3rd and 5 for your Belen Wolverines.
But a key thing is right here is that they basically have 2 downs. Unless they get a penalty, they have 2 downs right now. So that's really what he's calling
Hands off to Henry. And looking for a gap
downfield, and he's gonna
breaks the tackle. Ooh,
down to the 29-yard line.
Looks to be a close game for 4th down.
Yes,
they'll probably run the ball here.
Yeah, 4th and 2. Right here, they got to pound the ball. I think key player for this play would be Nico Arrieta. You've seen him up the middle. He's been doing really well, but he stays out of the field as Jake Weto and Henry Brumfield are on. Chase is the fullback. He is also in the backfield with Henry, as there's a flag. And it's going to be offsides, so it's a first down Belen at the 24-yard line.
Great yardage for your Belen offense to maybe tie the game at the start of this third quarter. 20-12. The leaders are the Key West Bucks. So if they can get a touchdown here and then get the 2-point conversion, then we could see a tie game, and then your Belen defense just has to show out, as they haven't been really.
As it is two backs of the backfield. They're going to give it to Henry. Henry bounces outside. Henry moving, and he's going down to the 21, about the 21-yard line. It's a nice gain of about 3.
Yeah, 2nd and 7 for your Belen Wolverines offense. So Seva, I would say to throw the ball here, because since they're so close to the goal line, then they can just throw the ball, maybe get a few extra yards, and then run the ball. I don't know. Or they can just go for the pass and then get lucky, maybe.
Yeah, I think what you got to do right here is, or at least soon in this drive, the next 2 plays, you got to do play action. You know, they've been running the ball, but they give it to Chase Pullers. Chase goes and he breaks a tackle, and he has a great hole right up the middle. We've been talking about how the offensive line has been struggling, but that was to perfection as Chase gets of a gain of around 10 yards down to the 23. The 13.
Great run from Chase Pouillet there. He picked up the first down, right?
Yeah, he got the first.
So they look to be pretty close to the goal line. So we'll see if your Wolverines can get extra yards here and score the touchdown on this drive.
Yeah, right now, though, I'm looking at the play action pass. You know, they have been running it constantly, so I think that's going to open up the pass, because I think the defense is starting to bite on the pass, and that's what we just saw there. Chase got the big gain because the defense expected them to go to the outside, because that's what they've been doing with Henry lately. So let's see if Belen will hit the play action, change things up, keep the defense on their toes. As number 23, Lucas Leon, on the field with Ernie Diaz, who got the touchdown catch
earlier in the game, as the first touchdown that tied the game with the Key West Buccaneers, as they handed off to Jake, looking for the gap.
Cueto, and he
wrapped up. Looks to be at the line of scrimmage. Maybe even a yard gain there.
Has to be a gain of a yard or 2, and that's a good play by Cueto. You know, he was gonna get taken down for a loss. He got something out of nothing, and he found a nice hole, but a good block shed from Key West, and he was
there
down.
There comes Henry Brumfield on the field for Alec Cordero, so I guess we'll see a passing play on the way from your Belen Wolverines. Let's see what they can cook up right here. As
also
number 4, Nico Arrieta gets lined up in the backfield.
Also number 8, Marcelo Olivia, lined up, as it's gonna be Henry Brumfield. He's gonna throw it, and he's gonna throw it out of bounds. He had nobody open. I think that was a smart play. Nobody was open. He had a defender right in his face. Couldn't really do anything there.
Yeah, that could have been very great, but Henry just had no men open. So great job from the QB, Henry Brumfield, just to throw it away.
Yeah, it's gonna be a 3rd and 8 for Belen. They have 2 downs since they'll go for on 4th. They are at the 11-yard line. So let's see what they'll do here. What do you think they should do here?
I think they should go for a pass again. It could work out if they can just just confuse the defense up a little bit and just go for a passing play. But I wouldn't be surprised if they run the ball here.
Yeah, but it is a 3rd and 8, so it is a 3rd and longer. As we see under center is the quarterback. Multiple backs in the backfield. They give it to Cueto. Cueto bounces outside. There's many guys on the flag, and he's down at the 10.
Looks to be holding from your
Belen
Wolverines.
Let's see what the call is. It's a holding on the offense. That's a killer, because that's back 10 yards from the spot. So they'll have the ball around 20-yard line. Yeah, exactly at 20. So now it's 3rd and 18. This changes your play call dramatically. What do you do here?
So
Noah?
yeah, if I was Coach Apple, I would probably pass the ball here, but the Belen offense could get lucky and find a gap as we've seen before in this game.
Definitely.
Also, the Belen offensive line has been actually working very hard this game and has been getting those blocks when we really need them. So hopefully you can see that on this play right here.
AJ Montenegro coming in. 2 backs in the backfield, like we've seen a lot. Henry, he's going to throw it. He's going to throw it
Call
to
back
Jake Cueto. Cueto, going. Cuts in the inside, and he's going to be down at the 10-yard line. A big play for Belen. It's a gain of 11 yards, and it'll make it a 4th and 7. And now it's decision time for Coach Appa to go for it or take the 3 points.
Wow, field goal. I totally forgot about that. That could work out. But we have never seen that from the Belen special teams.
Yeah, Nicolas Savigno is the kicker, but they decide not to have him in. Henry Brumfield looks like will be throwing on this play. He is in. It looks like whenever they have Henry in, it will be a throw. Or as we've seen, Areco Gonzalez going to the far side of your screen. They're running their usual formation with 2 backs in the backfield. Cueto facing towards the quarterback. That's Arieta and Chase. Henry, here's the goal. He's going to throw it. It's Areco Gonzalez, and it goes right through his hands, and it's incomplete. It's a killer for Belen. And now the defense is going to have to make a big stop.
Wow, right through his hands. That could have been fantastic for your Belen offense. But it is 20-12 with Key West in the lead. So, Seba, what could you predict for your Belen Wolverines? Like, what would they do to get back into this game?
I think it starts on defense right now because, they're starting at 10. I think they got to get them off schedule. Get a big play on this first down and then, hit them back deep and make sure they have to punt, make it really far. And then, then you'll probably get the ball late in the game and then they got a chance to score. But it's the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll be back with you in a couple minutes. Welcome back to De La Cruz Stadium. It is the start of the 4th quarter. Belen Wolverines Middle School against the Key West Buccaneers. It is 20-12 in a tight game, as it will be a run for this first place play. Noah, what are you expecting from this 4th quarter Belen team?
So, what I would like to see from your Belen defense is just we need to wrap up, and I mean the Belen defense has been showing out today, but the running game for the Key West and the passing game has just been working so perfectly for them, as we've seen on the scoreboard.
I definitely agree with you with the running, but passing, I'm not sure if they'll go back to that. Ever since that interception,
True.
they have not thrown the ball since, and they've just been very conservative.
A person who was a big role in the Key West offense and defense, number 9, we have not seen on the field in a while.
Yeah, I think we saw him on a couple plays of safety, but that was like right at the beginning of the half. I think fatigue is getting on because he's been playing every single play. So, and he's a big guy, so it's a lot of weight. So, and he's coming back on the field, but
And he goes right back onto the field.
yeah, it looks like it will be a 3rd and 4, a big chance for Belen if they could capitalize on this third down. We've seen they haven't been the best on these third downs today, but it can change now.
So, Seva, what do you think? What would you expect from this Key West offense? What would you see from
Oh,
and
it's a handoff. It bounces to the outside. I'll get to that question in a moment. But he has a chance. It's Nicolas Avino. Avino cannot catch him, and it'll be a touchdown for Key West. An 84-yard.
84-yard run from the Key West offense? It's crazy.
You asked me, and I think they just showed you the option play is what they have been going with the whole game, letting the quarterback decide to give it to running back or he's keeping it. It's worked. It's kind of like the Baltimore Ravens offense. And, it's just not good for Belen. And that's a touchdown. Now it's a 2-score game. 26-12. Pending this 2-point conversion, this is going to be big. If they could get it, that would be, it'll make it a 16-point game. So that would not be very ideal for Belen. Bit of miscommunication from Key West. Though, interesting formation. Looks like there's 3 backs, and there is a quarterback in the backfield. Not really, doesn't really sure what they know they're doing. They will snap it, and it goes the wrong way, and he'll be taken down. A loss of 5, but it doesn't matter if they just didn't get in, and they didn't, and now it will Key West will have to kick it off to Belen.
That was some weird play calling from Key West Buccaneers. Like, what did they expect from that play?
To be honest, I have no idea. That I've never seen something like that, and I think it was a bit of misunderstanding because he went to the farther side of your screen but the quarterback was looking to the other side. So I think that was the reason why Belen did such a great job. I think he would have still gone absolutely annihilated, but good pursuit.
Yeah, he got blown up in the backfield. So as your Belen Wolverines take the football, let's see what they can cook up in this 4th quarter.
Yeah, on these kickoffs, it looks like it's probably going to get onto kick. We're seeing a lot of different guys. So let's see if they will kick it deep. And deep is Henry Brumfield and Jake Whittle. But we haven't seen that so far. And it will be they'll kick it deep to Henry Brumfield, but it's taken by number 26 Chase Puyas, and that's just like, you expect Henry to get that and get out field, but for some reason Chase jumps on it, and they get the ball at the 30.
Yeah, that was I don't know what was going through Chase's head right there with Henry in the backfield and Chase just jumping on it. It would have been better if he would have picked it up since there was barely any pressure coming from Key West Buccaneers. So at QB we have Ale Cordero, number 19.
We've seen him a lot, but we have not seen him throw the football since his interception. Will that change? No, will not. It's Jake Whittle, and Whittle tries to make a move, but he's quickly taken down. But he got a nice gain of about 6 yards. What do you think? What do you think that we should see from Belen since it's the 4th quarter and you're down by 2 scores? What do you think we should see?
Well, I think if the running game works, that like we just saw right now, that it could definitely work for to bring extra yards. But as we've talked about, that the Belen offense has not been doing is throwing the ball. Like, they could throw the ball super short and they can just get yards we've only seen a few attempts for passing play, and only two of them have worked. With one of
As
them,
Henry, we've seen him throw every time. He's gonna throw it this time, and it's gonna be short to Ernie Diaz. He's the one that caught the first touchdown, and that's not a good throw by Henry. Every time that we've seen Henry, he's throwing the ball. Interesting though to see them go like that. And every time they've rolled out left to help him, because it seems like he's lefty. And it'll be a timeout for Belen. We'll be back in a minute. Welcome back to Dela Cruz Stadium. It is a 3rd and 3, and Henry Brumfield is looking. He's gonna take it to the outside. He's gonna run it, scramble, and he breaks a tackle, bursting free, and is gonna be down after a gain of about 7 or 8. That's a great play from Henry.
yeah, great job from Henry right there. Didn't find the pass, so he scrambled, and I thought he was down, but he broke a few tackles, and there looks to be an injury on the field. I wonder who it is. Oh, it's Key West number 70, and looks to be taken to the medic tent.
Hope he is the best, as Belen will have a 1st down and 10 at their own 46. Down by two touchdowns, down by 14, 26-12. Belen has the football though. They're gonna run it to Arieta, bursting free, has some space, and he gets down for a gain of about 10 to 11, and that's a 1st down, Belen.
Great job from Nico Arieta finding the gap and just taking it. A fantastic job, as Nico Arieta has been picking up a few yards for this Belen offense. Um, he's just been doing a fantastic job, and he's really been a key player for the Belen offense.
Yeah, he's been going it right down the middle, and it's been working for him. We he told us that outside has been working for him. He's gonna try down the middle, and that has been perfect. As he'll give it to Jay Cueto. Cueto cutting it multiple times inside out, and he'll be taken down at the 35-yard line for a gain of 7 or 8. Noah, what do you think Belen has to do to get back in this game? Not a ton of time left. What do you think should be the biggest key from here on out?
So for your Belen offense, there we should just keep on running the football. Since the passing game we talked about before has not really been working out since they have not been trying it. So I think we'll see a lot of more running plays, just like that to Jay Cueto.
Yeah, that's a great play call just immediately to Cueto, as he gains about 4 or 5 yards. He picks up the first, and it'll be a timeout. Wolverines. We'll be back with you in a minute.
Welcome back to De La Cruz Stadium. Your Belen Wolverines on offense in their own territory.
It's
Alec
gonna.
Cordero under snap.
He's gonna run it to the outside, and he's gonna take a nice gain of, it looks like to be around 4 or 5 yards. Belen, we've seen moving this ball, running this ball though, and there might not be enough time for that since it is the fourth quarter. They're down
Yeah.
by 2 scores.
So as we should mention, this is the Belen Wolverines' last football game of the season,
Yeah, middle school.
and they've not been performing in their last game. I mean, we've seen some great plays from some like Jake
Jake
Weto.
Whittle, Henry Brumfield. You know,
And
you
Nico.
gotta think though that losses of Jose Batista, the starting QB, and Daniel Garcia, the starting running back, has to be hurting this team, since those are probably two of the biggest players on this team. As it looks like Henry Brumfield will be taking the snap. Luke Leon also in. Brumfield is going to throw it. Brumfield looking. He's going to throw downfield to Luke Leon. And it is going to be incomplete. Cannot be complete the pass on the sidelines.
Just some like different play calling from Coach Apple right there. As he late in the fourth quarter, right here, we'll probably just see some different play calling as we've seen in the previous quarters. So I think we'll see a mixture of passing and running, as the QB who's not on the field right now is either going to be Alec Cordero or Henry Buffield, as we've seen. You know who we haven't seen in the game?
Who?
Hayden Pellegrin. He was supposed to be the second string QB. I wonder what happened to him. But as Henry Brumfield takes the field as QB.
And it is 28-yard line, 3rd and 6 for Belen. I think urgency came into that last play call. You know, you gotta score quick, and Belen's starting to push on the gas pedal, realizing that they gotta go. It's now or never. As Henry's gonna fake it to Arieta. He rolls out right. He throws it to Jake Cueto. Cueto catches it. Cueto down looks around the 15-yard line. It's going to be a timeout, Belen. We'll be back with you in a minute. Welcome back to Wolverine De La Cruz Stadium. It is the Belen Wolverines against the Key West Buccaneers, 26-12. But Belen is moving the ball downfield. They are losing, but they have the ball at the 16-yard line, 1st and 10. It's in the fourth quarter, but we do not know how much time is left. And it is Henry Brumfield. Brumfield rolls out left. Brumfield is going to look. He's going to run. He's going to cut inside. He's going to, he spin move. And he's going to break off a tackle. And he's going to go down to the 2-yard line. What a scramble by Henry Brumfield. He looked like a player from Madden.
Yeah, a great job from Henry Brumfield right there. Was looking for the pass and just didn't find anyone. It's actually been working out in the game. Henry not finding anybody and just scrambling.
Henry's going to throw it, and it's going to be incomplete. And not able to make the catch there.
I wonder why he just didn't scramble it like he's been doing previously.
Yeah, it has worked out, but it could, it looked like the players were more expected. But let's just go back to that. run. Like that was incredible. He juked out 3 defenders, broke off a tackle. That was incredible. It's second and goal at the 1 yard line. Belen, they gotta punch it in. Maybe run it because you're at the 1 yard line. So, what do you think they're gonna do here, Noah?
I think we should run the ball and not pass at the 1 yard line. Um, this is that it's just yeah. Here we go.
They give it to Arieta. Arieta.
Touchdown!
It goes in. It's a touchdown. Belen, and they score. And they're gonna have a big 2-point conversion coming up.
Great job from Nico Arieta finding the gap, getting that touchdown that the Belen offense really need late in this fourth quarter. So let's see what they can cook up on this second point conversion. Maybe give the ball back to Nico Arieta would be fantastic.
Yeah, right here. If I wouldn't be surprised if Henry Brumfield is the quarterback. You know, I feel like their offense is much more versatile with him. They could do a lot of things. He could run much better. He could throw. You know, he could really do anything. But as the quarterback will be number 19, as we've seen the whole game, as they will run it, and they will not get the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, now I'm asking myself, why didn't they put Henry Brumfield in for that play?
Yeah, very confusing. You know, we've seen him and it's worked, and you know, I feel like we've seen some great play calls and even some questionable ones from Apple. I feel like he messed that one up.
Yeah, we needed Henry Brumfield in the spot.
But now this is the pub.
That was the last play of the game, as both teams line up to shake hands.
Oh, as Belen, we're going to a crushing defeat, 26 for Key West, 18 for Belen. This was WB Len. I am Sebastian Fernandez, and this was
No Perez signing off for the last time.